about you gives me hope. Something about you, yeah.
Hi guys, it's Brookelynne and welcome to my channel. So today's video is going to be my journey to white blonde hair update 4. So as you can tell, my hair has got a good bit lighter and it is significantly shorter than what it was in previous videos. Now, because I do pre-film a lot of my videos, almost all of them, you'll see me with my older, longer hair and a lot of them until them videos run out, which they'll be there for months, like scheduled to go up. But you'll see also a lot of new ones with my hair like this. So we see ones with me with a little bit of darker, longer hair, then you'll know it's just being pre-filmed. So this time I went to our new hairdressers. I went to Peroxide and done an amazing job. I've been to them before years ago when I was blonde, like 4.5 years ago, and I really loved the way they do my hair. Now the old hairdresser I used to go to, and I could still see myself going there at some time. She is really good. She is, and I would recommend her, but because I'm impatient and I wanted my hair white blonde right now, I went somewhere else just to get a full bleach out. Well, she didn't bleach it bits that were already light enough to stay. What she did was, instead of doing highlights, foils, she basically took the ends of my hair, the bits that were brassier and a bit darker than what this part was, and she just bleached them with a bit of 20 volume and just some bleach powder, put it in my hair, like all over the top section where it needed it, left this mid section from like where it was done before until where it needed to be lightened. She left that alone because that did not need any more bleach or lightener on it or anything. And then for my roots, which I should have mentioned, she did that first before she had done the ends with the bleach. She said because I'm pregnant, I'm better off going for a high lift tint on the roots instead of going for bleach scalp. And because my hair, if I could speak, because my hair isn't that dark naturally, it's like a mousy dark blonde, a high lift colour, like a high lift tint of 40 volume works perfectly on me, and that's what she used. She used Alpha Parf, I believe. I'm not sure what high lift tint from Alpha Parf, but it was one of them that does lift your hair really well. As you can tell, the roots look like they've been bleached, like they look really, really white. It looks so light, and when I have my hair up in a hairband, it looks clean blonde on the roots, which highlights don't give me that effect. When I get the foils highlights on, they don't give me that really clean to the root blonde which I want, even though they do go close to the root, but they don't give you that really clean blonde look, which I prefer, like an all over clean blonde look. Now, instead of having the highlights and having a bit of a root so show through, and also when it grows out it looks like you've more roots than what you do. People prefer that sometimes. They're like, well, you see the roots more of like a full bleach or full like high lift tint on your roots, but I don't mind that. I'm like, I'd rather have a clean blonde look and then the roots grow in a bit and then get it done again, then have highlights and then always have that root there. Even though it doesn't look that rooty when you get it done, it looks pretty close, but you'll always see a bit of a line, and when it grows out it just looks bigger roots. Do you know what I mean? I just explain things more awkward than what they need to be. She just left underneath copper, like the copper ginger. She didn't touch that up or anything, but next time I go in I'll be getting that done, because yeah, it probably needs a good touch up because it hasn't been touched since the second time I went to get my hair done, when I got the second round of like bleach highlights. So there's no brassy tones in my hair at top section whatsoever, which is what I wanted, because I find the highlight, because it's such thick hair, like it doesn't probably look good because it's really flattened out and smoothed out, but you've seen in my other videos when I don't have my hair, like, I never really straighten my hair like very rarely. I only blow dry it straight, but when it's blow dried straight it looks like a lot like fuller. And to get my hair to be completely covered in blonde, it would take a long time, and I'm one of these paranoid people, like I don't want to be dealing with like, I want tones in my hair when I've got a new baby. I just want it to be done so I can get a root touch up either at home or in a salon when the baby's here and not have to stress too much over it. Obviously I'll still be getting my hair done when the baby's here, because at the end of the day I need that bit of me time to stop myself from getting depression. But it's true. And just getting it all done now just made a lot of sense to me. So I've done that, and keep on thinking I got lipstick in my teeth. And I'm really happy. So she left the root tint on for, I would say, about an hour. Done that first, and then she just basically bleached the top section where it needed it. She did put a foil over top of like the copper section with conditioner to like separate that and stop it from seeping through, which it hasn't seeped through or like sprayed into the copper part, so it's been really well protected. And then she did rinse out the bleach parts first because she didn't want to leave them on too long, because my hair had already been bleached a couple of times, like, well, 3 times with the highlights, and then last year when I went that ginger copper colour all over, it had to get bleached one, like that first time, but most of that had grown a good bit, so she didn't want to leave it on too long and risk my hair snapping off. And I'm glad she rinsed it off before rinsing off the root tint, because if she left it on too long it would have snapped off, and I don't need that before I'm about to have a child. Do you know what I mean? So she was really professional not to leave the bleach on too long, but she left the tint on, like the highlight colour on for an hour, because it doesn't really matter if it's like left longer because it isn't bleach. So that was left on my hair for a further, I would say, 20 minutes after she rinsed off the bleach, 15-20 minutes. And then after that she did a ash blonde toner. I think it was 9 point something, but it was like a really ashy, you could see it there, like it is very ashy blonde. It's like the ash blonde toner I used to get years ago, and the reason she did that is to counteract any warmth in yellow tones, because obviously coming from copper and getting rid of them last copper tones in the top section of my hair, top half, it's better, and she had to use an ashier toner just to really counteract them and to smooth everything out. And it means I'll not have to use purple shampoo for a good couple of weeks, which is really good. I could just wash my hair simply, and once like the initial ashiness goes out of the hair, it'll just look like clean white, which is nice as well. I do like the ashiness, but I do like that clean white, and it does look clean white to me, so I absolutely love it. And obviously because I was planning to get a good cut off, and not load, well, they get loads off, but I wasn't planning to get like a massive like up to here, no. I was really planning to get like a good few inches cut off, because I knew with like the previous bleaches I've had in my hair, I'm better getting like that 4 inches cut off, and I'd rather have my hair the colour I want, like the white blonde with the copper underneath, and it being healthy, than like having it like long but the colour I want and then having scraggly ends. That would just annoy me more. I'm just like, at the end of the day, I was planning to get that cut done to my hair, especially because my hair does take a lot of time to dry, and with a new baby, and I just wanted to not have to worry about spending half an hour, sorry there's a plane going past, spending half an hour to blow dry my hair and cut that time a bit shorter, because yeah, and just have my hair like less length. It's a good wee length. I can still do like curls for it, waves. I can still do a lot with it. Just isn't as long as what it used to be, but I'm okay with that. Like at the end of the day, my hair grows really quick, and especially as pregnancy, my hair has been growing really quick. That's another reason why I got the high lift on the roots instead of going for the foils, because my hair just grows too quick these days for that to look fresh, because I find the root blonde, like the white blonde of the roots, just looks a lot fresher on me than for longer than the highlights. So yeah, let me know what you're thinking of my hair, and do you think it is a nicer colour? What do you think of the cut? I will show you, or try to, from the back. That really does. You can see it from the back. It does look a lot shorter, but it is nice, and my hair does feel healthier. She used a deep conditioner treatment after she's done all that bleaching to my hair, which is a good thing, because after all that bleaching, my hair definitely did need a good deep conditioning treatment, and I'm just glad she done that. And I was in my hairdressers for like nearly 4 hours literally, because my hair takes so long to do. So normally I'm in and out within 2 hours, but because I was getting that full bleach out, it was 4 hours nearly, which I didn't mind. Loved chatting away and everything, and it did fly in. But that's not the reason why I'm kind of glad I got my hair like to the colour I want before the baby arrives, even though I could take the baby with me, but it wouldn't be fun for Liam for 4 hours, or I can get someone to mind it. But I'll only need to be in there for like 2 hours tops, just getting the roots on and a trim and all and stuff like that. So if you want me to try any other hair care, like any purple shampoos, any recommendations, any good hair masks, even though I love the Garnier Ultimate Blends, but I'm happy enough to try any other ones. I've heard the Glazeplex by Glaze is really good. I might ask my husband for that for Christmas. But I've heard that's really good for like restoring shine and condition to your hair. And what else? There's a lot of good products on the market, and I definitely am interested in trying them and doing like a hair care routine and doing individual reviews. Does this work to help like condition and bring back life to bleached hair? Stuff like that. Because I know I've watched plenty, like when my hair was really damaged years ago. It isn't really that bad now, but years ago when it was over processed, I remember watching loads and loads of like hair reviews and people saying this is amazing, and there's very few products I found back then that really did help. Maybe that was because my hair was beyond that point and only a few things would help it. But if you want me to do some reviews on like hair care products and stuff, I will do that. So yeah, hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you again for the next one. Stay gorgeous, God bless, bye.